We're speaking to Rick Yeates, Managing Director of Middle Island Resources. Rick, thanks for your time.
Thanks for giving me the opportunity.
Always nice to start the year with money in the bank.
Yes, indeed. Look, the junior equity markets have been pretty ordinary for the last 5 years or so. We've managed to secure about 2.8 million to start the year, and we've certainly got plans. It's not going to last forever, but it's certainly got plans for a very aggressive exploration campaign in this first half.
So talking about that exploration campaign, what does it involve and what are the projects you're focusing on?
Look, primarily we're focused on the Sandstone Gold Project in central goldfields of Western Australia, so about 400 kilometres northwest of Kalgoorlie. We've got a 600,000 tonne per annum processing plant there on care and maintenance, and we're really about building the open pit inventory in the first instance, with a view to recommissioning that project at the earliest opportunity. We have been switching backwards and forwards a bit depending on the equity market fancy between the drill bit and consolidation of third-party assets in the district, and we're certainly back in exploration mode now. The intention is to recommission as a standalone operation, and given the near record gold price environment at the moment, that makes a substantial difference to the project. And so we're in the midst of a 18,000 metre drilling campaign at the moment. The first program of which is completed. We've got another 10,400 metres of RC drilling in progress as we speak. And that's really about quantifying additional resources, upgrading 2004 resources into 2012 resources, which we haven't been able to bring to bear on the feasibility study. It's about extending existing deposits, so existing resources, extending those. And I think there are 14 targets in total we're assessing, and 8 of those are actually new targets that have little or no drilling on them at all. It's pretty exciting stuff at the moment. So we'd expect to have a lot of news flow over the next 3 to 4 months. And we haven't got the results back from the initial air core program, which was completed in late January, but they're imminent. And then the results from the current RC program will come through in tranches every couple of weeks probably. So we're certainly looking forward to seeing some exciting results out of that.
And you recently announced the acquisition of a project in the Northern Territory. What took you to that location?
Look, I guess we had a project, or a legacy project, in West Africa that we finalised the divestment of last year. That basically gave us the opportunity to look at a second string to our bow, and we're very keen identifying that that conventional equity funding in junior explorers was very challenging at the moment, and that really the major and mid-tier companies were doing a lot of funding of junior exploration and partnering with junior explorers, and we felt that it was appropriate to look at that incubator model. So what we've done is acquired about 3,500 square kilometres, or when I say acquired, we've actually applied for 3,500 square kilometres, extending semi-continuously over about 350 kilometres between Tennant Creek and Mount Isa, essentially underneath the Georgina Basin on the Barkly Tableland. So it's not an area that's had any exploration, any basement exploration. Georgina Basin obviously has been explored for phosphate. We're interested in the rocks below the basin, and that comes about from a $30 million Exploring for the Future program, which is a collaborative pre-competitive exercise undertaken by Geoscience Australia, Northern Territory Geological Survey and the Geological Survey of Queensland, which has, over about a 5-year period, identified what's referred to as the East Tennant Ridge, which is a ridge of highly prospective basement rocks, good structural architecture, that extends essentially from Tennant Creek to Mount Isa. And in that central Barkly area is one of the areas where the basement actually comes quite close to surface. So it's sort of, shallow depths, a sort of 50 to 150 metres below surface, and it drops off significantly on either side to up to 800 metres deep. So we're very much trying to focus, as are other companies, in that shallower area of the basin, but nevertheless based on specific targets that are focused on the IOCG model, so iron oxide copper gold deposits, tier 1 target potential. We're in very good company there. We're in competition there with Rio Tinto and Newcrest Mining, so we believe that validates our strategy and the technical merits of what we're doing. And look, it's pretty exciting stuff. It's absolutely fresh, never been touched before, and as part of that pre-competitive program, there's still more seismic work to be done. There's still basement drilling to be done. There's about 20 drill sites, I think, that are reserved for government drilling during the course of this year, several of which were inside our permits. So, you know, there's still a lot to be learnt, but we're sort of first mover in a new opportunity there, which is not dissimilar to the Patterson province in Western Australia, or indeed the Murray Basin in northern Victoria. Those sort of pre-competitive programs generated new targets beneath basin cover. So we're starting to look deeper, effectively.
Looking back to the Sandstone project, once this drilling's completed, what's the program from there?
Look, once the drilling's completed, the intention of this program is to identify additional indicated resources, which we can then bring to bear on the feasibility study. So we'll then complete the updated pre-feasibility study in the second quarter of this year, with a view to revisiting the recommissioning decision probably mid-year.
A strong funding foundation, an exceptional pipeline of news, exciting times ahead for the company. Rick, thanks for your time.
Thanks very much, David. Appreciate it.